Welcome to PCE Upper Intermediate. This is Module B, Day 1. Here we go. Okay, so the first word is balance. Balance means make two or more things equal. It's a verb or a noun. How many syllables in balance? 2. Stress on the first syllable. Balance. You should find a balance between work and play. We also have balanced, which two or more things that are equal. It's an adjective. How many syllables? 2. Stress on the first syllable. Balanced. He gave a very balanced argument about the subject. Finally, we have unbalanced, which is two or more things are unequal. It also can mean acting very strange, even mentally ill or crazy. It's an adjective. It has 3 syllables. Stress is on the second syllable. Unbalanced. Unbalanced. Her behavior has become unbalanced since the divorce. Okay, number 2 is draft. Draft is to make something quickly or something that's not the final form. It's a verb or a noun. How many syllables are in draft? Just 1. Draft. This is just an early draft. I will continue to improve it. Okay, number 3 is confidence. Confidence is to feel strong or certain about something. It's an uncountable noun. How many syllables are in confidence? 3. Stresses on the first syllable. Confidence. I don't share your confidence about the economy. We also have confident. Same meaning, but it's an adjective. How many syllables are in confident? 3. Stresses on the first. Confident. He felt confident that he would get the job. Next we have guilty. Guilty is feeling guilt or you did a crime. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in guilty? 2. Stress on the first. Guilty. He was feeling guilty about yelling at her. So in this case, he didn't do a crime, but he feels bad, so he feels guilty. We also have guilt, which is feeling bad because you did something bad. It's an uncountable noun, 1 syllable. Guilt. I admit that I felt some guilt about my behavior. Number 5 is prepared. Ready for anything. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in prepared? 2. Stresses on the second. Prepared. They were prepared for the worst. We also have preparation, which is do things to get ready for anything. It's a noun, uncountable. 4 syllables. Preparation. Preparation. It didn't seem like she made preparations for the class. Finally, prepare. Prepare is get ready for anything, and this is the verb. How many syllables are in prepare? 2. Stress in the second. Prepare. Could I have a few minutes to prepare? Okay, number 6 is scale. Scale are numbers used to compare different things. It's a noun. 1 syllable, scale. Scale. Rate this restaurant on a scale of 1 to 10. For number 7, we have affect. Affect means have an influence on something or somebody. Make something change. It's a verb. How many syllables are in affect? 2. Stress in the second. Affect. I hoped that my speech would affect her. Then we have unaffected, which means not influenced or harmed, not harmed. It's an adjective. How many syllables? Unaffected. There are 4. Stress on the third. Unaffected. The train was unaffected by the weather. For 8, you have growth. Growth is get bigger. It's It's a noun, it's uncountable. How many syllables are in growth? Just one. Growth. You notice the diphthong at the end. The government is trying to limit population growth. So then we have grow, same meaning, but it's a verb. One syllable. Plants need sunlight to grow. For number 9, we have deny. Deny is to say no to something or to say you didn't do something. It's a verb. How many syllables are in deny? 2, stresses on the second. Deny. He didn't bother to deny the accusation. Next we have denial. Same meaning, but it's an adjective or a noun. 3 syllables, stresses on the second. Denial. The CEO issued a denial of the report. Finally, we have to be in denial. This is a little bit of a special chunk. It means you cannot accept the reality. Whatever the reality of your situation is, you cannot accept it. So it's a chunk. She was in denial about the financial health of her company. For number 10, we have global. Global means all around the world. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in global? Just 2, stresses on the first. Global. Businesses are increasingly global. Global comes from the word globe, which is the world or a ball. It's a countable noun. Globe. There are more than 6 billion people around the globe. Number 11, we have trade. Trade is exchange money or things for another thing. It can be a verb, but what we're looking at here is the noun. We're looking at the business sense, only the business sense, not the verb. 1 syllable, trade. 70% of the country's trade is with Europe. Then we have global or international trade as common collocations. Global trade is a big part of Singapore's economy. Number 12, principle. That's a moral value or standards that you have. It's a countable noun. How many syllables? Principle. 3, stresses on the first. Principle. The fundamental principle of this school is that all can learn. Next, we have principled, which means you have strong moral values or standards. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in principled? Same number, same stress. Principled. He's very principled. You can trust him. Finally, unprincipled. Showing no moral rules or standards. Adjective. 4 syllables, stress is on the second. Unprincipled. His unprincipled management put the company in trouble. So here are the sentences for the day. I'm going to read 3 sentences. Each sentence will have 2, 3, or 4 vocabulary words that you studied either today or earlier this month. So in the first part, all you need to do is write down the key words. So for sentence number 1, what are some key vocabulary words that you hear? Then you can listen again and try to write the whole sentence, every word. So here are 3 sentences. I will say each of them 2 times. Sentence 1. I was confident that I had prepared enough. I was confident that I had prepared enough. Sentence 2. You cannot deny how important global trade is. You cannot deny how important global trade is. Number 3. There were some ups and downs, but the total balance was unaffected. There were some ups and downs, but the total balance was unaffected. That's it. Good job. You've completed day 1.